the host of the Nomadic Techie Queen podcast. The last time you saw, starting in 1, 2, 3. Hello, my name is Celicia, and I am the host of the Nomadic Techie Queen podcast. The last time you saw episodes of me, I was in Dubai living my best life on vacation. So much has changed, even the name of my podcast, that now I want to bring you up to speed. Since the last time we've talked, I have not only relocated to Dubai, but in that span of time, Dubai is now my place of residence while I continue to explore other parts of the world. So I started out this journey as an expat, and now I'm a digital nomad, meaning I can take my laptop, my iPad, and my phone and work anywhere in the world. And let me tell you how that's done. I'll give you a backstory before we delve in. One of the things that I've been asked multiple times is, what made you leave the United States? What made you take this huge leap of faith? And what made you take this risk? Well, I'll give you a little bit of information on that. I am an American citizen. I will always be an American citizen. And although we are in some troubling times, some might say, or I should say some different times, I am still blessed and feel honored to have been born in the country that I call home. However, there's so much more to life than where you were born, what country you're from, what language you speak. There's a whole world out there. But you know, many times we feel stuck in one place, one country, one city. And a lot of times it's because of our jobs. Because in order to live, no matter where you are, you need some sort of income. You need some sort of job most of the time. And that's what keeps many people stuck. So although it might look like my transition has been easy, I want to share this information in my podcast to not only let you know that it wasn't necessarily easy, but it took courage, it took a bit of planning, and it took faith and a lot of prayer. So back to my original statement, or the question that many of you have been asking is, how did this come about? I've been wanting to live abroad for years, and it never was the right time, the right opportunity. So several years ago, I thought to myself, no matter what it takes, I will find a remote job. Well, COVID hit. During the pandemic, many people had to work remote no matter what. And from that time till now, I've continued to work remote. Now, the biggest thing is, you may have a job, you might work for a company that allows you to work remote, but they only allow you to do that in the country that you're in. Let's take United States. That's where I have most of my experience. You may have a job in the United States, and they only allow you to work remote within the United States. My question to you is, have you asked if they would be open to you working abroad? If you don't ask, you'll never know. As they say, closed mouths don't get fed. So back to me. I decided many years ago that I wanted to work remote, that I needed to do that for my mental health, that I needed to do that to be more successful and to do better at my job. So I not only started working remote around that same time of COVID, the pandemic, I also started my own business. One of my companies, what I call my bread and butter, is Provision e-commerce company. It's a boutique consulting firm where we help manufacturers, medium to large manufacturers, sell their products on websites like Amazon.com, Walmart.com, Target.com, so on and so forth. I've had a lot of success with that. When I say businesses, I love business. I've started businesses, and thank God my consulting business started out the gate very successful, but that was the work that I put in. These things don't just happen. You have to put in the work. I find it comical for someone that I know might be really lazy or don't like to work, and they may ask, how did you become successful? Or how did you move abroad? Like, what were the steps that you took? How did you start your own business? Through hard work, through having a desire to want to succeed. Unfortunately, the things that you want in life does not come about by being lazy. You got to put the work in. So while some people that know me in real life might feel like, oh, everything is coming so easy for you right now, this is years of planning. This is years of hard work. This is years of sacrifice. So back to the story. I started my own business. I also have a nonprofit organization, Blue Freedom Project, where we combat human trafficking. That's another story for another day. So with the businesses that I have, I was able to get clients. Many of my clients that I had when I first started my business was through companies that I previously worked for, while others came about with me sourcing new clients. So the companies that I work for do business online. They sell products online. That allows me to be a digital nomad. That allowed me to transition out of the US to Dubai, and I still do my job. And you may ask, why did you choose Dubai? That's a really, really great question. When I did my research, a little bit of research, a little bit of planning, when I did all of that, I found that Dubai would be the easiest place for me to continue to do the work that I do. As many of you know, Dubai's infrastructure is phenomenal, and it was easy for me to transition. They have manufacturers here that also sell on Amazon.com or Amazon.ae, Noon, and many other digital platforms. So I was able to do what I love in a different country. So initially, I became a resident here in Dubai, but then I wanted to take it a step further. I started looking at other countries that are growing in the e-commerce space, and I set my eyes on Africa. So most recently, I had the opportunity to sit with the team at Jumia. That is Africa's Amazon. That's the best way that I can explain it. Vendors, sellers sell their products on Jumia.ng, and they're able to sell their products to the people in various parts of Africa. So that is one of the things that made me transition from being an aspect, a person that works remotely in another country, or a person that leaves their home country to another country, to then becoming a digital nomad, where I can take these tools and travel the world and make money. One of the biggest things that has been important for me in this journey is ensuring that my clients receive the level of service that I've always given them. I did not want to drop the ball. I did not want them to feel that I was going through a transition. So I've worked really hard to stay focused on my goals as I'm enjoying life's freedom of being able to travel. So many different things come into play with that I'll delve into in future episodes when I'm interviewing other digital nomads and other aspects. So for my own personal story, how did I get to this point? How does one get to the point where they're not afraid or they're willing, and even in their fear, to move abroad? It's something I've wanted to do. I love different cultures. I love hearing people speak different languages. I love business and how it's done differently in my country versus other countries. So it's the fact that I wanted this for a long time was the driving force. But in 2023, I had a life-altering, or should I say, I had a life circumstance that I survived through, and it really pushed me to say, if I made it through that, what else in life can I make it through? If I made it through that, or while I was going through that, what are some of the things that I was thinking about? And I was thinking about, wow, I wish I had moved abroad when I had the chance. I wish that opportunity came about. So the courage that I received through this traumatic life event, I used that courage to begin to push the envelope of life and to say, well, what else can I do? If I made it through that, if I'm able to overcome something like that, what else can I make it through if I just have a little courage?